Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's video presentation of our first inaugural training session for the Silver Mudo-In program. This is the actual edited replay of the training class that took place on October 8th of 2022, basically as a continuation of the presentation conducted in August of 2022, introducing the Silver Mudo-In as a World Mudoquan program. We promised to provide the replay during this event, and now we present the replay. This video has been edited to exclude some blank and unnecessary video as it was recorded from the Zoom stream. We hope you can re-enjoy the training that was provided by the WTAC and sponsored by our Zone 2 World TAC representative, Damon Kenyon Salonen. And again, we wish to thank the Action Committee team from Zone 2 for providing the format for training using the World Mudoquan Silver Mudo-In curriculum that was defined by our Kwajanim, H.C. Wang. Special thanks to the current Childon candidates for their introduction of the Palage 8 Directions training developed by Mun Salonen, who is a U.S. Federation charter member. For those who are seeing this video for the first time, welcome. And please feel free to provide us with feedback on our Facebook Zone 2 Silver Mudo-In site. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to the next training session coming very soon. Kamsahamnida. Subak.
All right, let's go ahead and begin. Can you highlight mine, please?
Yes, sir.
And we'll go ahead and bow in. I'm going to have Trevor and some of them call the commands. All right, thank you everybody for those of you that are attending here at our, we started off with this as a mature class that we were trying to put together. We've done a little bit at Kodanja. The World TAC has put together the name of Silver Mudo-In. So that's the name of this program. It's for DON members from Kodon and above at the age at this point at 65 and above. If there's physical challenges and members that are under 65 would like to join, they can be, they can connect TAC, and then TAC will go ahead and put open up that for you to be able to join in. So at this time, we have a video presentation by Kwanja Nim. He's traveling over to Korea. I think he's there now, but he said it may be difficult to connect with us where he's at. Sai Savam, if you could go ahead and run that video.
안녕하십니까. Congratulations and welcome to the Silver Mudo-In inaugural class for members in the North America zone of the World Mudoquan. As you are aware, there are many mature practitioners, age range from 60s, 70s, and 80 years old, are very still active in the Subakdo Mudoquan. This Silver Mudo-In program was formed for them. there are many significant for this Silver Mudo-in program. It's not only helping their mental and physical well-being. Through this exercise, we'll bring the complete curriculum in the Subakdo Mudokwan to serve every level of the membership, regardless age or their conditions. I think it will bring this art into a higher level in the Mudokwan history. It is a really kind of exciting time, you know. I am also a candidate, qualified to be a Silver Mudo-in. So I'm very much looking forward to strengthening this program, to work with you to become one of the most valuable and important program in the Mudokwan. I'm sorry today I cannot stay with you whole class due to I'm middle of the traveling to Korea for preparing the Korea Godanja and Youth Leader Symposium. So I just want to say, have a wonderful time today and enjoy yourself. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next class. 감사합니다. 수바.
You're muted, sir.
Muted, Salman.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sai Savam, for getting that up. That was nice. Nice to hear Kanjanim's words, and looking forward to obviously him being a part of our classes maybe in the future. He can join in with us. So at this time, we've kind of broken up into a couple different groups. So right now we'll have Sue Fatanto run a little warm up and the Mupal Dankum just 1 and 2. And then we have a demonstration by the Tildan candidates, and then we'll be working with them for a few minutes. And then we will work on the Shipdangum Purohyang. Those, Kwanzanim has put that out as being part of the crucial curriculum for our Silver Mudo-in program. And we'll break into 2 groups for those that know it and those that do not. And that'll pretty much conclude our step for our class today. So if if you can prepare, please. And if you can switch her over onto that screen. Good. Okay, everybody chariot. And Savam them. Okay, can everybody in my class make a music reverse turn? Senior goes there, junior comes all the way over. Ron.
We're gonna do a light warm up and then just move balls on 1 and 2 to prepare for class. From Chumbi. Hands at your side. Find your feet on the earth first. So we're going to find 4 points of contact under each foot, 2 points of contact under the ball of your foot, 2 points of contact under the heel of your foot. So you're fully connected to the earth through the feet. And then pulling the string at the top of your head, shoulders fall back and down naturally, hips fall underneath you naturally, palms are forward. And we'll just look to the left side first, inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And looking back to the front, palms can turn in now. Light roll of the shoulders forward. Hana, dul, set, net, all sit. And let's reverse. Hana, dul, set, net, all sit. 1 step apart on the feet, maintaining the earth energy on both feet. Light bend in the knees, hands on the hips. We'll try to keep the head still, rotating the hips. Hana, dul, set, net, all sit, and reverse. Hana, dul, set, net, all sit. We'll bring the feet together, bending the knees as much as is comfortable for you, but making sure that the shoulders stay back over the hips, pushing the hips back. And then when we straighten the knees, trying not to lock out the knees, Thinking more of a hamstring open, pushing the hips back instead of locking out the knees. Okay, so down on the inhale and then up with the exhale. And again, dual, set, net, all sit. Good, roll the shoulders up, feet up shoulder width again, elbows connected to the hip, forearms are parallel to the earth, just lifting the knees with an inhale to the palm of your hand. We'll switch sides each time. Hana, and down. Dual, and down. Inhaling on the way up, set, and exhale down. Net. All sit. Roll sit. Iru out. Roll. And if it's comfortable for you, the knee in and maybe just a little bit of an open in the hip. Other side, inhale, rotate, and down. Switching sides. Hana. Dual. Set. One more. Net. Good. Now moving into Mupal Danku. And stretch the upper body, open the chest as much as is comfortable for you. So make the movements as big as you want to. Also holding the air for as long as is comfortable for you. Remembering the goal is to cultivate energy into the Tanjan and the tailbone, moving up through the channel that we just opened out the top of the head, out the arms and the legs, warming up the body from the inside out. Okay, so make this your own warm up. Chumbi. Hold on to Ilban, clasping the hands, palms down, bend in the knees, a little bit of a rock back, inhale. Air is high in the lungs, drop to the Tanjan, open in the chest, close, open, exhale. Cleansing breath. On number one, thinking about opening the body, this vertical open from the front of the body. So thinking about lifting the heart to the heavens, a little bit of an upward gaze helps that motion. So even though your shoulders will go back behind your hips a little bit, not so much of a crunch back, but more of a lift from the heart up to the heavens. So 2 more times on Ilban, clasping the hands. A variation on Ilban, or maybe just more of an additional warm-up, would be to clasp the hands, bend the knees, use a little bit of a rocking motion in the hip. Inhale to the top, and then here we can bend to the left, back to center, to the right, back to center, drop the air low in the Tanja, open the chest, close, open, deep breath out, cleansing breath. 2 more times with the side bend. Drop. Hold on to number 2, palms up. I'm going to go to my right side, you can go to your left side, so it'll be your right hand that reaches, look first, reach, here's the inhale, pull the bow, big open in the chest. Shoulders are relaxed, gaze off to the side. The Shisun comes back with the left arm, push down, drop the air, open, close, resting breath. Other side, palms up, look first, left arm shoots through, pull the bow, shoulders relaxed, open chest. If you can, before you come back, a little bit extra expansion, gaze comes back with the hand, push, open, and close. And on number one, we thought about that vertical expansion, lifting up to the heavens. On number two, we can think about the horizontal or lateral expansion in the body. 2 more times. Consolidar. Thank you, Subnim.
Thank you, Fatanto Savam. Appreciate your support and being here today. It's inaugural Silver Mudo in class. If now we could turn this back over to the Tildon candidate group that has prepared a little demonstration. It should be Christy Cooper.
Yes, sir.
Problem them. Okay, can everybody else join in here? All right. Kelly, someone, whenever you're ready. Thank you.
Good day. We are the Childon candidates for the US 2022 Kodanja Shimsa. We'll be demonstrating Teguk exercises. In this first demonstration, we'll just show it. And when we complete, we'll have a brief explanation and invite you to join us. Thank you.
Kelly, someone, can you tilt, Cooper, someone, can you tilt the camera down just a little bit? We're losing your feet.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am.
Chunbi. Shija.
Greetings, my name is Jennifer Gibbons, and these Teguk exercises were created by my instructor, Jeff Munit Savamnim, in Aspen, Colorado. We first practiced them in the studio and then regional events, and they were formally introduced at the 2002 Kodanja Shimsa. Their purpose is to use the 8 directions to balance and harmonize the yang energy within. So we'll break down the process and then we'll do this exercise together. So I'm going to step to the side and beginning in Chumbi. Well, first we'll look to the left and we'll step with the left and do the exercise first. So as you step out and open, expand and inhale, and then contract with the receiving energy in the left hand on top. So switching directions and energy, we'll look to the left, pull back up onto your toes up, gather energy, and press the yang energy with pushing press. And then if you could just look back to the Chumbi, return. So we'll follow that alternate process on all 8 directions and finish in Chumbi. And then we'll do the opposite side, and we'll start by looking to the right. And the right leg will pull into a heel up position, and you'll press that yang energy with an exhale. And then the alternate, we'll look again to the right leg will step, and the right hand will finish on top. So expand, inhale with an exhale, gathering, receiving that energy. And then Chumbi, please. So let's practice this together, and we'll take our positions. Excuse me. We'll begin in Chumbi. Shisha.
Thank you for the opportunity to share. Subak.
Subak.
Thank you, Childon candidates. I really appreciate your support and joining in for this inaugural class. Nice job, great explanation. Good to see everybody. Okay, at this point now, we're moving into the Shiptangum Pyrohyang, which Kwanzanim earmarked as part of the Hyang exercises that we want to be able to demonstrate and work with to keep our mind sharp. Also that these are a little bit softer and done a little more gentle to the body. So this is what he had earmarked as part of our Silver Mudo Win exercise. So at this time, can you show a raise of hands of any of you that do not know the Hyang? Because if we can break into 2 groups, who does not know the Hyang? Good. All right, can we break into then, Sai Savam, if you could have a second classroom that the people that raised their hand. Hi, Sabam, did I lose you?
Oh, I'm opening the room now, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just so we're communicating. So two groups, those that know the Hyung, will stay with Hayes, Sabam them. But Hayes, Sabam them, before we do that, can we get a little explanation and where the Shiptungum came from and how it is now in our part of our curriculum?
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Coming through all right?
Wait 1 second. Hey, Sai, someone, can you switch them over?
Sorry, switch him. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just the highlight. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Morning, good afternoon. So the Shipdongkum Hyung, the explanation for Shipdongkum can be found in the Muyodobo Tongji. So actually, if you look at the pages where you see Shipdongkum and the Muyodobo Tongji, there you'll see both the Shipdongkum and the Yungno Hyung. So those are kind of side by side in the Muyodobo Tongji on the description. So Shipdongkum, depending on the part of the world where these are practiced, sometimes you'll find them as in a group of 10, and other times you'll see them in a group of 12. But the founder, Kwanjanim Wong Ki, structured this in a series of 10. So these are 10 hyung, which are meant to be meant to teach us, some sparring exercise and partner drills. So what's unique about these hyung, when you see them performed, with Yungno Hyung, we're always face the south, basically. When we come to a midpoint, and then when we go back, we're always facing the south. In Shipdongkum, when we get to the end, you turn to the north. And that's a little bit different than what we're used to. And actually, that creates the unique flavor of these hyung. Is that if you were to take the east, when we go to the east and we go to the west, if you were to put those together, those are partner exercises. So as we mature in these hyung, some of you have already started to experience what the partner exercises are, but that's what makes this very unique compared to Yungno Hyung. Put one side with the other, and you've got a partner exercise. So for today, we're going to work on the pattern. If you have not been introduced, experienced Shipdongkum, you'll attend the breakout section where you work on the pattern with Kenyan Sabanim. For those of you who have gone through this before, you'll stay here, and then we'll dive a little deeper into the Shipdongkum number 1. Thank you, Kenyan Sabanim.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the explanation. All right, so at this time, if Sai Sabam, if you can break us off and maybe explain how that's supposed to be done.
Yes, sir. So there should be a breakout room called First Time Shipdongkum. And then you should be able to just join on your own.
So where is that at?
Basically, they can click on breakout rooms on their lower part of their screen of the Zoom.
All right, so they click on the breakout room.
And then they should see the rooms, and they should see something called First Time with SDK. And then if they click on that, you see a join button.
Okay, so if you take your cursor to the bottom of your screen, it will bring up the little, what do they call it, band across the bottom, the menu. And then there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 over to the right, there's the breakout room. If you click on that, it brings up a page and says First Time with SDK and join. Okay, so I'm going to step off and join this now. We will meet back 5 minutes to the hour. So we have basically about 25 minutes for this exercise.
Okay, I think everybody that is still remaining has been through Shipdongum. Thank you very much for taking the time this morning. It's great to see everybody, especially for people that haven't had an opportunity to work with. It's great to see you. And then hi Bennett Salvanim. It's great to see you, sir. Been a while. Good to see you. Okay, so with the Shipdongum ILO, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a couple of reps first to get the body warmed up, and then we'll explore a couple of things that maybe we can apply. What are we gonna focus on? So I would say this, and how we're gonna do this, because we're all indoors. Well, some people may be outside, but we're gonna do little sections. So we'll say, okay, first 5 moves, and that way gives people, if they need to shift and move, you can do that. But for this exercise, what's great about Shipdongum is, when we look at this kind of, these moves and how we rotate the body, especially, I can definitely feel it. I'm the young pup here on the call, but with me with back issues and hip issues, just from a lifetime of doing training, this taking an opportunity to give a little bit more stretch, to wind the body and feel how you can, kind of get your body moving and stretch and, have this, big motions can help just in general get the body warmed up. So as we go through the first few repetitions, take a little bit more time. When you come to these, give yourself a little bit, a little more expansion, a little more contraction, so you can, work the kinks out. So let's stand up, take your positions. And there's some natural breaks and natural, kind of sections of the hyung, and we'll do those together here. So I'm going to go over here a little bit just for some space. Okay, so we're going to start Chugi. Okay, so we're going to go to this first posture. Ready? Sijang. We'll rotate 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to go to the second push. Ready? Sijang. All right, now the Jongkap one. Oh no. Jongkap one. All right, so here we're going to do to the second Jongkap one. Ready? Hana. 1, 2, and then again. All right, we're going to do that sequence again. Ready? A little bit more, kind of expansion. Hana. 1, 2, and expansion. Some room. Now we're going to go all the way to the end with the key hop. Hana. Contract it. See some? Good. So we're going to do that same breakout of those sections going the other way. So we're going to do 2 of the Jongkap one. See some? 2 motions. One more. Good. Now we're going to do the 1, 2, 4 motions. Ready? To the second cap one. 1, 2, and cap one. Good. Let's do that section again. Next one. Go. 1, 2, expand, and cap one. All right. Let's go to the end. Ready? The key up. Shisan. Hana. Left leg in. Hara. Good. Kind of shake it out. Get the body moving a little bit. Good. So hopefully when you were doing these, you gave a little bit more, get a little more contraction and open, so you can get the spine kind of moving and get the hips moving. And then, you know, we'll do this again. When you're going to do the John Cap Kwan, you try to get as big of an expansion as possible, so you can get the back nice and expanded, and you can have a nice good line. That'll also help get the back warmed up. So let's do that again. So same kind of break in sections. We're going to talk less since we've been through it once, and you can just focus on your own, you know, how you're going to get the body warmed up. Nice expansion, good contraction, good expansion. You know, try to do that through breath. Chumi. First section. Sijong. Okay, 1, 2. Shisan. Next section. Hana. Next section. Full. 1, 2. Expand. Good. Next section. Sijong. Inhale. Good. Kind of readjust to the end. Sijong. Shisan. All right, so that's same breakout going to the west. Shisan. 2 motions. Sijong. Next section. Sijong. Adjust. Next section. Hana. To the end. Ready? Sijong. Sure. Bring your thumb up. All right. So get the body warmed up a little bit. Let's talk about a couple of technical details that we can focus on, and you know, this can apply across the hyung. The first is, you know, when we do these John Cap Kwan, whenever we're in place, you know, we can be maybe from even here, and then we're doing the John Cap Kwan, or you know, we maybe finish one of these and we're going to do another John Cap Kwan. So a key, you know, an important principle on this is, especially for Silver Mudo In, the emphasis on breath and how that creates contraction and expansion is of the highest importance, right? Because that's something, you know, depending on maybe what you're going through physically, you can always control that really, really well. Even, you know, it doesn't matter how deep your stance is, how long, how you control your breath and how your body responds to it, you can have a mastery of that, no matter what your age. So, you know, as we go through this motion, 2 things: your breath has to invite your elbows in, right? Breath bringing the elbows in is critical. Second thing on this is your weight has to go back with your breath. Common thing that you'll see is people come here and their center stays in the same spot. That's not beneficial. Whenever you're gonna see how your weight shifts back and this hip comes back while your body contracts. So those two things have to happen at the same time. It's not just, you know, your center stays in the same place. Has to go back and then forward. So we're going to do just a couple of reps of that. Maybe if we go from this motion, you can feel the biggest change in your weight going back and forth. But then inhale, elbows have to come together, elbow to elbow. So let's do this together. How about this? We're going to practice going on your left side. So let's go into this posture in a Kimajaste, looking to your left. So remember, two things. Breath has to bring your elbows together, and then weight has to go back. So let's get to this intermediate posture first. Start with your inhale. Ready? Go. Gonna get elbow to elbow. Make sure your hip is back. Now, keep your feet where they are. Don't move your feet. Weight has to move forward. Go. Nice. Exhale. Good. Let's do that again. Elbows. Two things happen at once. Breath brings the elbows in. Weight goes back. Ready? Prana. And then forward. Good. Let's do that again. All the way through. Just take your time. Elbows together. By your breath. Weight back. Ready? Prana. Good. Did you feel your weight go forward after you did when you got to there? So weight back, weight forward. Now, just look to your right. Let's do the same thing other way. Inhale invites the elbows. Ready? Go. So your right arm's going to be on top. Weight forward now. Go. Good. Let's do that again. Elbows. Inhale. And then forward. One more time. Inhale. Forward. Power. Good. Hopefully does that make sense? Those two things, I mean, that's, when you look at this hyung, it's so Negong oriented because we get these, these big crosses and then expansions, big contraction, big expansion, all that has to be driven by your breath, not just your physical. If you start from the outside in, it doesn't feel right. When it starts with your breath going inside and then, bringing your body in and expanding, it's a whole better feel for how you're going to be doing the hyung. All right, second thing, and this is something that kind of is, I don't know if you raise your hand if you feel a little challenged on, how that thing works at the end. Anybody have a tough time with that? Yeah, it's not intuitive initially. So something that'll help, and we're going to do this, is it's the same thing. If you try to do this going outside the external, your body, and then try to contract, it's not going to feel comfortable. If it starts with a good inhale and good breath, this is much more natural. So how this actually works is it's going to be a little turn. You're going to see this. You're going to see this turn. 1, 2. That's how you're going to start. So it's turning the body, inhale, and then you get to this posture. All right, that's a little more natural because it's drawn by breath and then waist. So that's the first. So one more time, it's turning of the body and then coming back. You're going to see that? From the side, turning the body, coming there. See how the turn and then through. That's the first piece. Drawn by your breath. Inhale. come into there. Now, your body's this way, then it's going to be the continue to turn, right? It's going to be the clear and then forward. There's one. It's like a throw, throwing this arm and then back, right? Throwing and then forward. So when this all comes together, it's just kind of natural 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Gonna see how you get to here, it's a little more wind. Gonna see that? So let's do this maybe 5 times. We're gonna do the intermediate and then do the finish. So gonna go left leg forward. Nice jump cap on. So by your breath, look, turn to the waist, inhale. Now, turn the waist, throw. Up. Oh, there you go. Good. A couple times. I saw a couple of you do that. Look really good. Now, don't move your feet though. Feet stays where they are. Ready? Inhale. 1, turn the head. Keep turning the head. Throw an uppercut. Go. Good. Let's do it again. Turn the waist. Inhale. Finish. One more time. We're going to go 2 more. That'll give us 5 reps. Inhale. Now, how about all the way through? Don't rush it. Take about that same time. Ready? Go. And a couple more times, all the way through. Ready? Jump up one. Good. Last one. Ready? Go. Good. All right, let's do this. Let's do a few more reps of the whole young. Before we do that, does anybody have any questions? Sure, just go off mute and go ahead and ask the question.
Some of this pays. Can you go over what this is, or how to do it correctly?
Sure. All right, so really all this, I'll get closer. So all this is just a fold, open. So it's going to be, and try not to bend your elbows. So it's going to be across the body, and open. So when you step, this is something that's, maybe not well understood. When you step, you're going to see whenever my whole hip moves, really my upper body just moves as a big unit. So it's going to be the 1, 2, 3. So it's no different than if I'm here and I just go 1, 2, 3. Just real simple. Same thing applies when I step. 1, 2, 3. By your nice waist. 1, 2, 3. And not just by your arm, right? Waist, and open. Good. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Something like that.
Good. And it's always left, right, open. So left, right on top, open. Left, right on top, open. That is that way every single time. No matter which direction you're going, which step, it's always left, right on top, open. That'll be that way when you do the partner drill too. Left, right on top, open. Good question. Any other questions? If you have a question, just go off mute and ask.
Sir, it's Greg Pickrell here, DeSalt, Colorado. Yes, sir.
Hey, sir.
Those movements are, from what I understand, are initiated by the hoodie. Totally initiated by the hoodie. Is that correct? So you are
correct.
Twisting your hoodie first to initiate your upper body. Is that correct, sir?
Correct.
감사합니다.
Correct. You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, we got it. Oh, yes, ma'am. Chu Sabanim.
Thank you, Hey Sabanim. For this part, the part that you were showing us here, are both hands open as you breathe in or closed? When you do this part?
It can be open or closed. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it. You know, if you feel, you know, if you feel like it's a closed fist kind of day, then you can do that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good. Okay, so let's do this. We got about 5 minutes. Let's see if we can't get 2 reps in. And we'll focus on the 2 things that we worked on, you know, that nice breath initiating, nice, you know, contraction and expansion. And then, you know, by your waist, nice throw and carry. Very good. Take your positions. Jimmy. First section. Sit up. Turn. He's done. Sit up. Next section. Pull. Next section. Sit up. All the way to the end. Sit up. He's on. 2 motions. Sit up. Next section. Sit up. Next section. Pull. To the finish. Sit up. Pull. Good. Let's do that one more time, please. Take your position. Check the time. All right, we got perfect timing. Time for one more. Should be. First section. Sit jump. He's on. Total. Next section. Third. Here we go. Next section. Third. To the end. Sit down. All right, 2 motions. She's on. Sit down. Next section. Third. Next section. Set. The end. Sit down. 죠. 감사합니다. Okay, great work, everybody. Appreciate it. Hope that helped. Start with your inhale. Start, your breath manages everything, and then give your body the opportunity to, get the maximum contraction to wake the body up. Very good. And let me see, does anybody, we don't have the breakout back just yet. So with the time that we have, maybe another minute, any other questions about Shipdongum or even the partner side, if you were at nationals and we did some of the partner exercises, any questions from the group? Good. I mean, these, so, Shipdongum, these aren't physically stressful like Chilsung Chilro-young or something. But if you can really get a good workout and sweat tremendously just doing this. Right? Just get 5, 7, 10 repetitions of this without a break, and you'll get a really good workout, especially, having the maximum twisting of your body. You can get a good sweat from this. So really happy that everyone has the opportunity to work on these. It was a tremendous gift from the founder and Kwanja Nim to be able to start experiencing these hyung, because they were just in a book for a really long time for the people that had the Korean text. They sat there on paper for quite some time, and to have Kwanja Nim work with us on this is really exciting. And thank you to the Childon candidates. Thanks for sharing Taeguk exercise. Enjoyed seeing everybody. Glad you're getting to spend time. So for what they all flew in. I think they're in Bourbonnais. Are they in Bourbonnais or nearby Cooper Savanim studio?
Nearby, sir.
Nearby, near Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais I've been to, but they're candidates in November in Tulsa, so they all flew in to get some training together before their test. It's good to see everybody together on that. All right, do we have everybody?
I think we're going to try to close up now and go back to main room if I can get Sai Salonim.
Okay, you want me to bring everyone back?
Yes, sir, it's time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Salonim.
So who's going to have the opportunity to go to Tulsa? Who's going to be in Tulsa?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Great. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Tulsa is great. That's my hometown. That's where I grew up. So there's more than just cattle in Tulsa. Good things to do there.
Sir, we got about 30 seconds before we end. I'd just like to thank you, sir, for giving us the opportunity to do this morning, and also to the Childon candidates. Greatly appreciate your demonstration, and hopefully a lot of us in the Mudo-in community, Silver Mudo-in community, will be able to take that back and practice it more. And those of you that may have experienced some issues physically during this demonstration and training with Hey Salonim, just remember, you're not here to kill yourself. Okay, so take your time. And with that, thank you again.
Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, do you want to spotlight Kenyan Sabanim? Are they back?
Yes, sir. They should all be
We
back.
are back, yes, sir. Okay, let's go back to original line, please. Face this direction though, everybody. Please try not to turn your back. Can you guys go that way? Yeah. You remember where you were at? You were over here. You were over here. Right, excellent, everyone. Well, congratulations. I think that was an awesome, challenging opportunity for us to all get together to do our first inaugural class. Would like to thank all of the SOBMs and TAC that presented and appreciate their time and effort in this inaugural class. So kind of the structure that's happened is that it's focused by obviously Kwanzaa to develop this program and push it forward. From there, it goes to the zone World TAC member, which is we're zone 2. So our zone is zone 2. That's Northern America. So it could be the United States and Canada. And so this is our first class that we're holding within zone 2. And then we also have a board that we put together, but there's a representative for our zone. And then we have a board that is put together. We'll kind of talk about the curriculum and how we're going to move forward and how often we offer these classes. So Robert Bonifant Kilbom is in charge as a secretary to do the logistics, get everything together. He's helping out with the websites. Very instrumental in all the work that he's done so far. I'm very impressed with how he's communicated and what he's done for this group. So I want to thank Bonifant Kilbom for that. Greg Price is the vice, and he's the one that actually had initiated to get this program going. And then the program was put together and then shared as visitors at, I think it was 2000, was it 2002? 2015. So 2002 was when Munitz had put his stuff together. In 2015 was when the visitor group put this together. And then Stephen Lemner Sabomnim is the president and also the TAC liaison. So he holds the 2 titles of working our group together and helping to coordinate and making sure that we're all being able to meet. So I really want to say thank you to Lemner Sabomnim. He's been very instrumental, and we've been fielding phone calls back and forth. So at this point, I'd like to turn it over to him, Stephen Lemner, for him to give a little introduction and also about our communication and how we can move forward from this point. So if everybody could come in and I can turn that over. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sabanim. I think my audio is on. So first, my name is Stephen Lemner. I'm from Region 5, if people don't know. First, I'd like to thank Kwanzaa Nim, World TAC, Zone 2, TAC representative in Kenyan for their guidance and leadership in this program. Thank you to our committee that we put together in the last week and a half to work out all the logistics of this program to meet the needs of the mature practitioners in the United States. But most importantly, we want to thank and respect and honor our mature members. We know there's a variety of needs out there for them to connect and reconnect. So that is our main objective. I also like to thank the Childon candidates for participating and demonstrating today. They're just in a little town just north of us this weekend. And so I appreciate them being part of this inaugural meeting. We stand ready to serve our membership when they're at this stage in their life to connect or reconnect to the art, because this has been ingrained in your life, and we honor and hold great respect for you as part of the foundation of the art. So if you'd like information more about this continually, we're going to show a screenshot at the end. There's an email that we developed for that. It's info SMDIV USA, so at gmail.com. Then also on subacto.com, there is a sign-up form for you to submit your name, region, etc., basic information, just so we can gather the information from the membership that might best serve this. So it's vital that you send us all the comments. It's going to be, totally, nobody's going to read it except the committee. So we want to gain insight into that. So good, bad, or indifferent, we need to know. That's okay, because we're here to serve you, and we want to make sure we know, first off, that things are going to be modified based on your physical needs. That is the main point. So the instruction today, we want to maintain a high caliber of our knowledge of the art and what we're presenting that Kwang Jing Nim has given us. However, a key element is that we want to make sure we meet our own personal physical needs to be able to make it a worthwhile and enjoyable experience. So again, thank you for the honor to be able to participate and help lead this with a dynamic team that are all ready to serve. So thank you very much. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you, sir. So at this point, we'll bow out, and then everybody is welcome to stay on. We can kind of give a little feedback and chat and talk a little bit for a few minutes. We'll actually finish the process of this to finish our class, and then those that can stay on, please do so, and share your feelings, what's going on, or where you're at, or any stories you want to give. We'd love to hear it. All right, everybody take your place. Over there. Yeah. All right. Wow. Great job, everybody. Those of you that are out there, go out there for a screenshot. Okay, can I ask everybody to stay there, and we'll get a screenshot. And everybody else, order rank senior to junior this way. Seniors over here. Over there. Good. Make sure you're in the screen. Move back one step. Okay, if we could get a size of them. Can we get a screenshot, please? I'll just come in behind then. It shut off. Okay. We'll just bow in here. Just get in behind. Everybody else take a knee in the front. Sure.
Okay, we're gonna get two shots. First shot's coming.
Yep.
Looking at the camera. Hana, tour set. Okay, second screen. Okay, another shot. Again, looking at the camera. Hana, tour set. Okay, got it.
Okay, great, everybody. Thank you very much. Want to stay on, share a little bit, please do so. We'll keep it open for you. Those are the candidates in this last class.
Yes, sir. Also, before we start, I'd just like to share the screen real quickly, just to show the information. That
No talking and clear the floor.
Give us about
No
30
talking and clear the floor.
And here's the screenshot. Let me just expand this for you. Oops, sorry. There we go. That's the information. If you're interested in registering for the program, we do have a form that you can fill out on the subacto.com website. And then, of course, we do have now a Facebook site, and it's called Zone 2, USA/Canada, World Mudaquan Silver Mudo In program. And if you want to email us for more information, especially if you're interested in giving us some positive or negative feedback, please do. It's info Silver Mudo In USA. It's the best way to remember it, at gmail.com. And again, thank you to our guests, especially the Childan candidates, Hayes Salonen, and of course, Kenyon Salonen, also for his moderation and leadership here in getting this online today. And also a special thank you to Wilton Bennett Salonen for being with us here today. Thank you very much. Anybody want to give us any feedback? We're open to it, so fire away. Good to see you, Bennett Salonen. It's been a long time.
Greg Pickrell, Basalt, Colorado. Boy, I gotta say, gentlemen and ladies, this is fantastic. This is a new avenue for me. I've been doing Subacto for a short amount of time, about 10 years now. And I see a lot of grace, a lot of presentation of the values that Subacto holds on this website. And I appreciate the tact with which leadership here is pursuing this program. I've had some video problems here up and down, and that's why I wasn't in. But I'm here and I'm with you guys. So God bless you, and kamsahamnida.
Kamsahamnida.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
If you haven't seen anybody in a long time, now's a good time to say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir.
Really good to see Wilcox Salonen. Are you still on with us, sir? You may have jumped off. That's great. You know what a great opportunity. I just feel I feel good that I was able to participate and support and see this thing through. I think we've talked about a class like this for 30 plus years. And if you hear some of the history from some of the other instructors, you hear about this with Macaulay Salonen, was one of the big ones that talked about being able to work off to the side. And then if you can imagine that when we have our regional and our dawn Shimsaws and events, we have our national events or international events, it gives a great platform and a venue for all of us to be able to meet together and stay active and enjoy, sharing our time together and not feel like we need to keep up with the 25-year-old doing, jump kicks. And yet there was a time for that. And now there's a time for us to be able to work together and enjoy sharing with each other. So very impressed with all of you. And I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate that this program has gotten started. Hey, some of them, any comment?
No, sir. I think it's been said. It's a long time coming. Really excited to see the participation and the extension of the art. This just means that the art is going to be able to support the memberships in different ways to extend people's career in the Mudaquan. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, very nice. Excellent. Man Sabam, any comment? George Mans, some of them?
Yes, I thought it was great, you know, as far as it goes. There's some issues that could be covered. Physical handicaps, how your limitations, what it would be appropriate to kick or to appropriate to do your punching and stuff just because of your physical limitations. So there's a lot to grow with, and we're doing a great job. Thank you.
And I think, you know, you could sit in a chair and just tilt on the chair and do the long back fist. And so if you're not up and able to actually stand in a stance, I think we need, you know, everybody's going to be a case by case basis. It may be a shoulder issue, it may be an elbow or a hip or a knee. So we're going to just have to work with it, you know, step by step. So those of you that have stayed on, can I ask a question? How often would you like to meet? Is this something you'd like to meet quarterly, monthly, bi-monthly, weekly? You know, is there any thought about how maybe that would be? And if you want to just click off and go ahead and speak, that would be great.
I think
somebody's
monthly would be
speaking,
great.
make sure that you take your mute off. So some of you, I see your mouth moving, but I'm not hearing anything.
I think monthly would be great. Yes, sir. I think monthly would be great, sir, at least till we get rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Monthly, sir.
Monthly,
I'd second that.
Monthly also, sir. Twice a month would be great.
I say
Twice a month or monthly, okay. Now, can you imagine if this thing really grows, wouldn't it be nice that you know, if it's monthly and you were on vacation that month and the next month you had a doctor's appointment, next thing you didn't make it for 3 months. You know, would it, if we had, whether you come or don't come, if there was, you know, eventually maybe an every Saturday or a Friday night class, or maybe would alternate, you know, something along those lines. Maybe keep your mind open to, and maybe somebody would also like to help support teach it. You know, those that are have a limitation, and maybe you could share your modification on how you're doing something and what works for you. So let's open our minds to make this Silver Mudo-In experience part of what we all get to share in. Obviously, it's a WMDK and a World TAC and TAC run event, but having instructors come in and kind of following up with, you know, with Bonifant Kilbom and our vice president and president, you know, we can maybe field some of those questions and talk a little bit about how we can share together. Fatanto Sabam, any comment?
Thank you, Sabnim. I'm just really happy I was able to be a part of this today. It's a really neat thing. I love all the feedback. It seems very positive, and I'm really excited to see where the program goes.
Well, I want to thank you because you know, it was put out in the TAC meeting, and Hayes Sabamnim said, absolutely, I'll be there. So, you know, I can't thank him enough. And you were the only one else that volunteered. And the Childon candidates then stepped up towards the end because they were all getting together. So that was great too. So thank you for providing the time and spending that with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sabanim, if I may.
Yes.
One of the things we've already started to put in play is on the team, we have people with medical backgrounds, and we've created, we're starting to look at all the different issues as far as what people are facing. Hip problems, knee problems, back problems, breathing problems, even just spiritual approach by not being connected. So those things are literally being worked on as we speak. And so we're very aware of those. And as we said earlier, that's our main objective is we want you, the practitioner, to feel comfortable and engaged in what you can do. It's more that the art meets your requirements where you're at in your life. So I think that's in perfect harmony with what the founder was talking about, in my opinion. So thank you very much.
No, thank you. Greenberg, someone? Yes?
Something in relation to what you said about if someone could not make monthlies, perhaps if the videos were kept as a body of work with dates that people, number one, who missed the class, and number two, who need to refer back to get the information that was presented in that class would probably be a good idea.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it is recorded. I don't know the logistics about that. I think that's something that maybe we could record even some classes going forward. I don't know how they would do that if we split into 2 different classrooms. You know, so you may only get a portion of that class, but you could hear the information. So, I mean, all these things, we're in that developmental stage, so I'm open to hear any suggestions. Blake Kilbum? Anybody else?
This is
Say it
Robert.
again?
Robert.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very happy for these classes. I'd like to say thank you to Kwang Nim and thank you to everyone prepare these programs. Now, especially now I live in a different state. You know, I lost my business and my 2 studios in Connecticut. Now I live in Region 2 near to Buffalo, New York. So probably in a few months I will open my own studio, but that helped me so much to be together and practice. Thank you very much, Sabanem.
Oh, that's just awesome. Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate you being here with us and thanks for sharing your story. Yeah, the COVID was a very difficult thing. We actually, we had 2 schools, one in Solana Beach, my wife ran, and we made a choice not to reopen that after COVID. So we went from 2 schools back down to 1. So I understand your pain and thank you for sharing.
Thanks, Sabanem. Bismillah.
Kamida. Lydia Chu, Sabam, anything?
Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think to start off monthly would be great. And I think as we become more of a cohesive group, perhaps we can increase the times that we meet, maybe from monthly to bi-monthly.
Okay, great. Well, remember, we do have a World MUDOCon where the whole group will be together quarterly. So that means we're going to meet twice a month, twice in a quarter, and then one time with the whole group together, World MUDOCon. So yeah, we'll continue to put out information when those classes are going to be and how we're going to do that. Right at this point, we don't have that structure put together. We just want to get this inaugural class started. Okay.
That would be great, sir. Thank you.
Will Kilbum?
Yes, sir. I think you mentioned maybe weekly. And my concern was, you know, to have the resources and teachers, instructors. You know, if you got that set up, it'd be awesome because, like you say, you might miss a week rather than miss a month, and then you're 2 months down. So whatever is readily available, I'm sure we'll get the participation, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Excellent.
One other question, sir. Are these going to be taped, recorded? So if we do miss a session, can we catch up and make the time up? Thank you.
Yes, it was recorded. We'll talk to Kwanzaa Nim and the powers that may be how that actually happens. I'm careful not to just say, oh yeah, that would be great, let's do it. And then we don't have the platform to put that out. So I think there's some logistical stuff that we'll have to kind of work through to figure out how classrooms are going to actually be met. And if you can log on to the Federation webpage, download the class or so I don't know at this point.
Sum it up.
Mr. Douglas?
Thank you. Mr. Douglas?
I just wanted to say thank you very much for allowing me to come. I think it was awesome. I'd love to do monthly as well. And Master Kenyon, I wanted to personally thank you. When you did the form, it was great that you did it in a non-mirror image. Although, as you can see, I was not prepared to take the class, only observe it. When you did it in the non-mirror image, I had to stand up and participate. So, Subak, and thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Some of you may not know Mr. Douglas. Mr. Douglas is a student, a former student of Alex Barron Sutherland out of Region 2.
Great. Thank you for joining us.
And now a member with Master Fry.
Yes.
Awesome. We're bringing them back slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Let's just keep reeling them back in. Gotta love that. Would anybody else like to, any other comment? Denise Turner?
No, I second what Mr. Douglas said, because I can't switch. And when you turned around, I was like, oh, thank you so much. And also from Master Fry, who's reeling them back in.
Yes, that's great. Well, sometimes when you switch though, sometimes your guys is U-turn. So sometimes it might be if I'm teaching it from the front side and you turn around, you can see the camera. Because sometimes when I turn around, your back is, and you can't see into the camera, into your screen too. So I mean, it's logistically challenging both ways. Yeah, but
yes, sir.
And you know what? It's not a problem for people to say, I'm having trouble with the mirror image when we do it the other direction. Please communicate. Instructors are willing to work with everyone, and we want to do the best job we can. And sometimes I'll stand sideways so that you get to see, so I'm not a mirror with you, but I'm sideways, and you can kind of follow it and still see into the camera, into your screen.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
Well, sir, I think what we do want to leave with here shortly, because I know we have Sai Salvanim volunteering his time too to do the hosting here. But in the future too, the recordings, if they are recorded, I will work with Duncan Salvanim, and then we will try to get that up on either a particular site, whether it's the Suvokto Institute or the Federation website, or even our own Facebook site. Maybe we can put links on there later on, and you can hopefully see the recordings if you missed a particular class. And I'll be working on that with Duncan Salvanim and some other folks behind the scenes. But we'll get that done for you. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Greenberg.
I just want to mention this, and maybe something everyone thinks of, but I have some older students that I work with every week, and myself is one of them. And one of the things that I find is difficult with them to convey to them, because we've done it for so many years, is that every class is no longer a test. It's a class to be enjoyed and to grow into, and to learn more about ourselves as practitioners. And it's very difficult. I have one fellow who is 66, another one who's only 60, and I have someone with MS. And it's very hard to take the class to the level of really enjoying each technique, enjoying contractions, intermediate positions, and really working on those things, because they're so many years in their mind of the finished picture has to look like this, and whatever that structure in the brain. And I'm sure we're not all that way, but I think a lot of us are used to that for years of training. And I think in this case, we should be challenged, but also the challenge should be to be better practitioners, not that we're feeling if we don't do something correctly, it'll be a big deal, because I never do anything correctly, as you know, Safanim.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think there's a lot of things. One thing you did that was really correct was show up.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's one of the key things. And I totally agree with you. In this group and environment, we should have nothing to prove. No one's here to prove anything. We're here to share. We're here to stretch and move and breathe and stay afterwards and communicate and talk how great it is that we get connected and we see each other at regional and national events, and we get to share with each other and be able to, possibly afterwards have a little talk and a little chat, just like we're doing now. Yes, so yes, we'll cut this meeting now, and I really want to thank obviously my facilitators, Frank Sy, for putting this together, and Master Bill Duncan for providing the track that we're working with. Lemner Salvanim, thank you for, I know that you had to stay back because you're going on a little vacation with your wife. So thank you for being here and sticking with us. And then Bonifant Kiobam, for putting all this. No, I'm really impressed with the group and how you guys have responded and the way that you follow through. I know some of you are joining in on the meetings, Ms. Turner, that you're joining in. If you have stuff or projects that you want to push forward or things that you want to do, please bring them up in the group. A lot of times people are waiting to be asked what they can do. And I found in this art, you almost need to just kind of step forward and do it. And you know, we're here to give guidance and direction, but don't be shy. Jump out there and let us know what you want to work on.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed seeing the replay, and for those seeing for the first time, I also hope it has ignited the spirit of Mudo in you. Again, as it has been stated, we are like the baby learning how to walk. It's in the Pyongan meaning of peaceful confidence. We will begin to walk firmly into the future with this program and gain speed and experience as we grow. This particular video will be available on our World Mudokwan YouTube, Facebook, and on our World Mudokwan website. So you can replay the instruction that was offered to all of our Silver Mudoin practitioners. Please register as you see on this slide. And if you wish to have suggestions, ideas, or you wish to participate in instruction, please email us directly at the Gmail address you see here. Thank you for your support and participation. Thank you, Kwajanim, for providing us the opportunity to continue, restart, reignite, or restore our Mudo presence and journey in the world Mudokwan. As always, keep moving for wellness and longevity in Mudo. Subak.